Hey guys!
Hi guys!
So happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
So we hope you're enjoying your candy that you worked so hard for today. Or we hope you enjoy watching your kids enjoy their candy.
You're passing out candy, just enjoying the festivities.
Or we hope you enjoy the candy that you bought from the department store for 50% off because you're too old to dress up for Halloween.
Yeah.
And you soak your sorrows from not being a child enough to be able to gain all that candy and watching old horror movies. That's a great Halloween.
Best part about Halloween, old horror movies.
Find the monsters on TV somewhere. That's what I really love.
It's on Netflix, so.
There you go. So today what we're going to do, we're going to take a break from the Ninja Turtle week real quick because it's Halloween.
Just a brief one.
A brief break. To kind of go over some of the horror pops that we have because I think really a lot of people own these. And these are kind of some of the pops that get a lot of people into collecting pops because they're such awesome pops. We'll go over that in a minute. I want to ask you something really quick if you could do it for me.
Absolutely, we really need your help.
So, I am on a kind of a competition right now, and it's one of those competitions where you need the most likes.
Yeah,
basically.
most likes win, so.
What it is it's creating a Batman villain. So, I've digitally painted a werewolf and made it a Batman villain basically. So it's a werewolf that becomes a werewolf not by the moonlight but by the bat light. So when the bat light shines in the sky, that's when she decides to become a werewolf and wants to attack Batman and wants his blood. Anyways.
That's right.
So it's Hastings Entertainment's Facebook that's doing it. And if you click on that, you'll see the 1966 Batman giveaway. So what they're doing is they're giving away their new DVD collection, which if you know, I'm sure you've seen my videos, I'm a huge 1966 Batman fan, and they're giving away the DVD set, which is what I really want.
the entire TV series, so we're like, we gotta have it.
So I'm not one to beg. Please! Okay, maybe I am one to beg, but I would love it if you guys could find the time, and a lot of you have, over 100 you already have, so we really appreciate that. But if more of you can, because I'm losing right now, basically.
We are losing right now.
I need people, we'll put the link in the description. It's the Hastings Entertainment's Facebook. It'll be on that 1966 comment section. You'll see it. It's the first one. Scroll down the comments and you'll find Funko Pop Hunters in the Facebook.
You'll see us there.
And you'll see the werewolf there.
See Lupa.
Her name's Lupa. So hit the like button for me if you wouldn't mind, and maybe we can win that, and then we'll unbox it on the camera and we'll go over it, and it'll be awesome. So let's get into these horror pops. Okay, so we have a lot to go over with these horror pops, and I'm going to do it kind of quickly because there's so many of them. I'm going to basically tell you what my favorite horror pop is. Now mind you, there's a whole lot we don't have yet because our Hot Topic is lacking in the horror department.
I don't know if somebody's beating us and just scooping everything up, or if they're just not getting very good shipments.
We cannot find Chucky's, we can't find any of them. It's really hard, there's no Halloween.
We're gonna have to go on a hunt for these.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big hunt for these. But I'm gonna tell you right now, my favorite horror pop is none other than Freddy.
He's mine too, honestly,
really?
Yeah.
I love this pop, guys.
I do too.
Okay, so this is one of the first pops I saw before I even knew what Funko Pops were, and I thought,
that's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool because you don't find a lot of horror toys, you know, a lot of collectibles, and this, honestly, any of these horror lines, especially Freddy, these are something that gets a lot of Funko Pop hunters into Funko Pop hunting because they think, wow, that's kind of cool, I like that. And they buy it, and then they kind of sit on the shelf, and then you know the addiction. That's when it all starts. Yeah, so I love this Freddy. We'll show you these up close in a little bit.
I love his skin.
This is the first detailed Funko Pop I ever saw. And really, it was the first detailed one. If you look at any of their pops, none of them were that detailed. This was the first guy.
My second favorite of the ones that we currently own would have to be our Chase Gremlin, just because he is so freaking cool and he glows and it's awesome.
Yeah, this was our first Chase.
Yeah, this is our first Chase. This is actually one of our very first pops, too.
We wouldn't have even bought it, probably. This is when we found out what Chase was. And guys, if you don't know what a Chase is, and I know a lot of you don't because I've seen your comments, a Chase is basically something special about a certain Funko Pop, meaning the individual pop. 1 out of 36 of these have a glow-in-the-dark version or a metallic version. Yeah, so generally it's 1 out of 36. You get a box of 36 and there'll be one in that box that's a Chase.
So if you see something with a Chase sticker while you're out shopping, snatch it up.
Pick it up. Pick it up. And this guy right here is worth like $70 to $90.
Yeah. So and I'm not going to sell him because he's super cool.
He's awesome.
He's our first Chase.
One of the best looking glow-in-the-dark ones too. I love this one.
He looks so creepy and scary.
And I love the Gremlin. Gremlins movie too, but I still probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't for the chase. But as a pop, that's a dang good looking pop.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Alright, so if you've seen a video, we've had prior videos of some of these horror ones before, but my second favorite one is definitely Jason Voorhees.
Jason scared me in the movies as a child.
I love this pop. This pop is one of those pops when I always talk about you don't really know how great looking they are until you see them in person, and this is definitely one of them. And when it's on your shelf, it's a thing of beauty, really. This is a great pop, amazing pop.
Is really, really detailed.
It's blood splattered. We'll show you these all up close, trust me. But great pop.
I really like Leatherface as well because his mask is also really, really detailed. You can see the stitching. It's just, it's super, super creepy. And I love his chainsaw because it's covered in blood. I think he's really awesome.
They do a great job with these horror pops.
Yeah, the horror pops, I mean, you put so much detail into these because they have such detailed costumes in the movies anyways. Yeah. And if you miss one small, minute detail, you're going to
Fans will know.
And these are great. They do such a good job in the horror line.
Yep. So, and they're all pop movies line, but we keep calling them horror because
I mean, they're all horror
movies. You know? That's what they are. They're horror movies. Now, my next favorite one, and it's kind of a cult classic for any horror fan. And we were just talking the other day that there hasn't been a really good horror movie in a long time. The Conjuring was a good horror movie, I thought.
It was so
Not quite a horror movie, but somewhat of a horror movie.
So good.
Halloween, guys. Michael Myers.
Yeah, that was actually on TV today, and I was watching it. Yeah. It's such a good movie.
Michael Myers is kind of hard to find, first off, if you're out there looking for him. He's a little difficult to find sometimes.
Yeah, he is.
But another great pop because he's so common as far as the way he looks. There's nothing... Everybody knows what Michael Myers looks like. Everybody's seen him before. And that scary scary music, the Halloween music.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's just walking behind you and all of a sudden there he is.
And he's just moving real slow.
Stab. So they look, I mean, okay, so first off, just these three together, look how great that looks. Just look at that.
Awesome.
Would you look at that? Look at that. Would you look at that? How awesome. I mean,
yeah, they're amazing.
Breathtaking, honestly.
Finally, we have Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. It's such a creepy movie. I don't think I've seen the whole thing all the way through because it freaks me out.
There's some parts in that movie that are just weird.
Yeah, they're so
absolutely weird. And there's all kinds of Hannibals, obviously, if you've seen the movies. This guy is one of the creepiest horror villains of all time.
They have him on a dolly. I mean, how creepy is that?
Yeah, great scene in the movie. And there's some weird scenes in those movies that we all know about, whether it be... okay, my favorite thing, and it was one of the newer Hannibals, is that scene where he has that guy's head cut off on the top, and he's like poking his brain and eating it for dinner. What a creepy scene. One of the most creepy scenes ever. But a great horror movie. I remember watching that when I was young. Before it was a rated R movie, and I wasn't even old enough to be in a rated R, but I thought I was so cool because I was in the theaters. You know how we all are when we're young, going to a rated R movie. Of course. But great pops, guys. Now, like we said, there is Chucky out there. There is
Pennywise.
I want him. Now there's there's blood splattered Chucky's. There's the Saw guy. There's I can't even think of all of them right now.
There's so much to choose from.
We got the Universal Monsters coming out. Slowly they're being sprinkled around. I really want the Universal Monsters, but we cannot find them in stores right now. So I think we're just gonna have to order them online because it's too difficult. We're hesitant right now because we're waiting for the variants. And the only variant we know of right now, besides the Hot Topic, there's some Hot Topic Golden Dark Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein, which I don't know if they're out yet. There probably is a few of them out in California, but you might check out Gemini Collectibles because they have a metallic creature of the Black Lagoon, and it looks awesome. Awesome. So there's that out there, guys. So check it out. We'll put their link in the description too. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Check them out.
And order it or something. I don't know. It's awesome. If you're a creature of the Black Lagoon or a Universal Monsters fan. If you're not, I definitely suggest you check out some of those old movies because even though
you can't go wrong with the classics.
You guys might be new to horror movies, you might be old to horror movies where you've seen all the blood and gore of Halloween and Freddy and all that, but there's something about that black and white subtle fear that really makes a movie great.
It's not like in your face, Saw, blood, guts, gore, and it's just kind of like, oh my god, that's crossing the line.
Yeah.
It's just that subtle, like, something's creeping up behind you and going to get you, that like absolutely terrifies you. So.
Yeah, you really got to learn to appreciate the way that movies were filmed back then, where it's more of a mind fear.
Yeah.
It stays with you. That fear stays with you longer. Yeah. So amazing, guys. Once again, happy Halloween.
Exactly.
And
happy Halloween.
Let's take a look at these things up close. So how lovely do these guys look?
I cannot believe it. I'm just amazed at how gorgeous they are and the amount of detail that is just put into every single character.
The colors, they're really beautiful, guys. If
really
you're into scary stuff, which most people are, honestly, if you're just a fan of just the nerd culture, horror movies have to be somewhere on that list that you enjoy.
Absolutely. You know what I just noticed that looking at all of these? Almost every single one has some sort of a blade with blood on it.
Oh, you gotta have that.
Whether it be a chainsaw or a knife or claws, except for good old Hannibal, but you know, he would have it if he could.
Yeah, they got him locked up. It's unfortunate. So now, I really do want to tell you guys that these are a lot of these pops that we tell you that they're kind of must-owns. Truly, these are must-owns.
Oh yeah, definitely Freddy.
Freddy, honestly, that Freddy is one of the best pops ever made. Honestly.
I love his fedora. You can even see the wrinkles in it and stuff. I just love him.
Funko really came through with any of these horror, to be honest with you. But that one in particular, like I said, it would definitely be in my top 5 Funko Pops ever made, which we are going to make a video here soon about that.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
Jason looks absolutely stunning to me. Michael Myers is boring, but he's boring
kind of a boring
anyways.
character, yeah.
He's boring anyways. You know, we see a lot of unmasked things like Batman and that kind of deal. How would we get some horror unmasks?
Yeah.
I would love to see a Jason unmasked.
Could you imagine how gross it would look underneath that? Oh,
it would look awesome. I think we deserve some variants of horror. I really do.
I agree.
I mean, I'm just saying. But like I said, guys, every single pop you see in front of you right now is a must-own, without a doubt. I know Hannibal looks a little boring, but he's not.
He's not. That dolly is so freaking cool.
Yeah, he looks weird, but at the same time, I promise you, he just looks great on the shelf. These are out of the box ones, most definitely, if you have the space. I see a lot of people on Facebook post ones, and I almost always see their horror pops in there because they know as well as we all know, great, great, great series. Love them. I mean, pop movies, they really make great stuff, and like I said, this is kind of the line that pushed Funko's limits before, where they had almost the same body style always. These are where they started changing that, and things really started to kind of progress into what we see Funko doing now, where we see a lot more detail, which really makes us more fans, right? Because you know, we obviously want more detail, without a doubt. I mean, I think it's been kind of obviously stated by the community that we want more detail.
I agree. Everybody's begging and begging and begging for more detail, and like he said, this is where it all started. And if you want to see Funko back when it first started out in their glory moments, look at the horror line.
You want to know why they grew so much?
This is why.
So I love them.
I do too. I love the horror pops. They're probably one of my favorite line, even though horror movies kind of freak me out. I still love these pops more than most.
And we will be collecting all the horror lines.
Except for Pennywise.
No, we'll be collecting Pennywise too. It's awesome. It
terrifies me.
I want more than blood splatter though. That's the variant problem I'm having. I want more than just blood splatter.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's kind of
We're waiting. We'll see. We'll kind of test it out, but
I'm sure there's something in the works.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot. I'm still waiting for a Wolfman, a flocked Wolfman, because I know he's coming. He's got to be coming, right? He's got to be coming.
Gotta be.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and once again, I would really appreciate if you guys would go to that Hastings Entertainment Facebook and look us up and hit the like button for me.
Yes,
I'm losing right now once again.
Yeah, we really need your help.
Yeah, we really want to win because I'm a huge fan, and it's a light competition. You know how it is, so let's show them that we have a big, awesome community, and we can thumbs up more than they can thumbs up. Anyways, happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
See you next time.
Bye.